Imagine a day when everything shifts. No tolling from Big Ben, no champagne toasts under New York's neon, no careless laughter along Australia's shoreline. The map looks familiar, but something deep has altered. Every English-speaking nation, and from the United States to New Zealand, has embraced Islam. At first, it seems impossible. America? Britain, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. All transformed? But suppose it did happen. Would harmony finally take hold? Would scientific progress stall? Would cultural life wither? Or might humanity, for the first time in ages, rediscover its purpose? This is not mere curiosity. It is a vision, a possibility of renewal through faith, equity, and compassion. The year is 2035. Tonight, London feels different. Under Big Ben's shadow, a crowd gathers, not to protest, but to pray. When Parliament hears the first recitation of Iqra, read, the planet pauses. Headlines repeat a single idea. The West leans east, a new identity rises. What begins as a trend becomes far more. The social turning point. Mosques overflow in the capital. The Adhan rings across Manhattan. Canadian classrooms introduce courses on justice, mercy, modesty. At dawn, the Australian coastlines hold collective bowing. This faith, once misread, becomes daily rhythm. It's not only ritual, it is a shift in how people live. Nightclubs close. In their place spring up tea rooms and book cafes where communities examine the Quran and discuss philosophy. Style adapts. Modesty gains prominence. Billboards that once peddled desire now honor dignity. London's Fashion Week is reborn as a showcase of restraint. The White House is renamed Darul Adl, the House of Justice. Leaders swear oaths on the Quran, pledging stewardship rather than dominion. Currency endures, but inscriptions change. Where once was "In God we trust" now reads "In Allah we believe." Interest-based banking recedes. A new financial order arises, centered on charity, fairness, and shared prosperity. Zakat revives civic safety nets. Poverty begins a sustained decline. The gulf between lavish wealth and basic need shrinks. Unexpectedly, discovery accelerates. Researchers who combine conviction with curiosity push technology in humane directions. Artificial intelligence is reframed with an ethical backbone. Compassion, truthfulness, restraint. Machines serve people rather than replace them. A joint Anglo-American initiative, Project Noor, prioritizes technologies that elevate human dignity. Education is reborn. Prestigious institutions integrate conscience with inquiry. Curricula emphasize character as much as competence. Children learn that accomplishment is measured by patience, honesty, and humility. Classrooms begin with a moment of reflection and end with gratitude. Community safety transforms. Police stations evolve into civic centers, and neighborhood bonds strengthen. Crime drops to historic lows. Because inner restraint becomes the most powerful deterrent. Smiles return to faces. Families reconnect. Relationships deepen. Across streets, greetings change. Assalamu alaikum replaces an empty hello. The rest of the globe watches with bewilderment and curiosity. From Beijing to Paris, leaders ask, how did this happen? Those nations already had abundance, money, fame, freedoms, yet felt an inner emptiness. Faith supplied what material gain could not. Inner peace. Media reinvents itself. Broadcasts prioritize truth and uplift over sensationalism. Entertainment platforms pivot. Films celebrate sacrifice and kindness. Music reveals spiritual longing rather than fleeting thrill. Critics decry lost liberties, but is the freedom worth defending the same as license without limits? True liberty, this new era teaches, lies in mastering impulse, not indulging it. By 2050, tranquility dominates large swaths of humanity. Violence plummets. For the first time, global assemblies begin sessions with a verse from the Quran. We created you into nations and tribes so that you may know one another. Islam, in this imagining, is no longer bound to a region. It has become a universal call to ethics and service. Maybe it remains only a dream. Maybe it never arrives. Yet if such a future came to pass, humanity would stand face to face with its better self, a planet without greed, hatred, or dread, where justice outweighs riches and compassion drowns power, a place where hearts whisper, Allahu Akbar, and voices answer with peace, Assalamu alaikum. So what if all English countries embraced Islam? Perhaps then the world would truly remember what it means to be human.